Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Last Boss Queen, episode 5. And I would say, once again, really enjoyable episode. Really enjoyable episode. Well, it starts off with funny, with some of the funny humor, but also time being serious at the same time as well. But anyway, with Last Boss Queen, it shows more and more of what specifically the last half of the episode, which is the conversations between Stale and Arthur, which I'll get to though. But anyway, opening up with how with Arthur, because since what Pride told him that he was going to be an honorable knight, right? And we see like a little flashback back when he was little that he has a special ability is to make plants or stuff grow, right? And then he gets made fun of by some other kids because because since he's the son of a royal knight, like his father, right? Someone has an ability like that, it's like, oh, that's a shame. So, but he wants to be trained to become a knight like his dad, right? And he wants to train with his father, but since his father is drunk, right? Got drank too much. He can't really fully do it, but he still shows he's capable. Yeah, he lost a little match though. He lost the match though, but he's still showing he's learned more, even despite the fact he hasn't picked up a sword in how long though. But he's still trying to hold on his own. And then when his mom comes out, oh, you want to be a knight? And then her husband Roderick, his father, say, oh, she just doesn't want to deal with this. So he goes and rides off. On the horse. Like, oh hey, it's like, hey, I left the stove on. I gotta go. I'm out of here. And that was a very funny moment too. The moment his wife just comes out, then I was like, oh hey, I gotta be somewhere. I gotta go. Bye. So, and then he goes in when his son notices he left his sword. He left his sword there, and like, stupid dad. And then Pride goes through where all the knights are training, right? And she wanted to return. She wanted to return something to the captain, right? And all the knights, they're like, oh, Pride, we love you and all that stuff, right? I mean, it's like because it saw how strong he was and how strong she was in the field, right? And then also before we get this small flash, like it's supposed to be like in the game, right, where a grown-up Tiara and Arthur, right? How Arthur is rejecting Tiara because since she's related to Pride, she doesn't want anything to do with her. Can't be with someone who has blood running through that in that family. So trying to So once again, get a little flash that seems like what happens. Wait, you forget it's supposed to be an Otome game though, but it's like placing in a real world, So, and so with that little flag there, to try probably try to do what she can to avoid any of these stuff, right? But with Arthur, when all the guys are there, right? All the knights and the father, he goes stooping. Captain Roderick, he goes charge right up to his knee with the mark on his forehead, and it cuts to a wall with a crack in it. Hence, so he banged his head against the wall because, since he was drinking and he needed to snap himself out of it. So he goes. Probably gives back the coat that he gave her, from the last episode to cover herself, right? And he starts snickering like, and then we get that funny look on Price, like, that's just real funny. And then with how Clark, Captain Roderick's right hand man, just explain, oh, he was so drunk, It's like, hey, you were too. And then with Arthur, he comes back and gives his dad a sword. Hey, hey, stupid dad, you scumbag dad, you left your sword behind. So, and then we're reminded because since Pride's there, he runs that we see a slight look on Stale's face, like a little a hard look, you could say. So one thing leads to another that Stale takes Arthur to just have a talk between him and between them, right? But also wants to have a practice sword fight with him. And but as they're doing this, they're talking like you think it's like a rivalry. It's like a rivalry, for pride, right? But it turns out that Stale, all he wants to do is to protect his elder sister, right? And he wants Arthur to protect her as well, because considering both of them have been told each by pride, if anything becomes, if I become this evil queen, I want either of you to kill me. Don't hesitate. So it's not a rivalry between the two. It's a devotion between the two to protect pride. Like Stale said, he'll be the shield and Arthur will be the sword of each side, each one to protect pride. So the whole conversation in that scene I thought was a real good piece of conversation because Stale is owes so much to her, because since she's the one who helped connect with her mother, through the letters, and helping Arthur once become the honorable knight like his dad. They owe much to her, and so they're gonna do what they can to protect her and such. So it's a big devotion, is what it is. It's not a rivalry between the two. So it's just they're gonna do both they can to protect her, which I'm liking, because they see how strong she was, because since she learned how to do the sword just by absorbing once, and she can do it, let alone use a gun, bang 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 bang, So she can be really strong though, but that's why they're worried that's further down the line, in the future, like what Stale said, right? Because something may be off ever since she was adopted into the family. Something's been off about her. She's been worried about something. So that's what they're trying to do with he has Arthur have both of them try to protect her. And then after the credits, there's the guy who's in a prison cell. Like, hey, time to get up. So time to hear your charges. So I don't know what that's about though. A little more on the next episode though. But episode 5, I thought was really enjoyable. Especially I think it was the main thing was between Stale and Arthur. I have to say Pride, but Stale and Arthur, just how their agreements to protect Pride. So I thought that was a real good conversation, and good scene as well. So yeah, but episode 5, it was really enjoyable. I liked it. It was more focused. This episode was more focused on Arthur, like him becoming an honorable knight like his dad, and with an agreement with Stale to try to protect Pride. It's not a rivalry or who gets the girl, which one is better, and who gets the girl, right? It's not that. It's just a devotion to protect her for whatever is coming, for what she said, right? So, yeah, I really enjoyed that 5th episode. I really did, and it's becoming a real good series for me this year. I really am enjoying it. So, yeah, but that's episode 5 of Last Boss Queen. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you next time. Later.